Welcome to the famous Fullerton Loop of Southern California. This is where beginners and advanced riders can have fun running about a 12-mile loop. Today we're going to be running the advanced line, which is still not super advanced, but you can make it fun for yourself by adding a little speed and making sure you hit the most challenging spots, which is what I will be trying to do today to help you guys that want to do the same thing. Do it either on your mountain bike or electric unicycle or one wheel or whatever you got. So I'm going to be running it on an electric unicycle today, which is sort of my new preferred way to do it. I used to run this thing on my mountain bike all the time. I'm gonna do continuous filming and set up chapter breaks so you can skip to the parts that you want to skip to. I will do my best to overlay a map of where I am and how everything works out on here so you can figure out where what is. It is a loop. This is the courthouse. You don't need to start here. You can start anywhere in the loop. Laguna Lake is another popular starting point, but wherever you might be that's convenient to start, that's also probably where you'd finish. Anyway, give me a couple minutes to get suited up and we'll be on our way. So we are going to be running what is called the Fullerton Loop with extra credit. At least that's what it's called by the local mountain bike clubs. And there is fun to be had starting from the parking lot. There's, I mean, things like this you can, and if you've got some serious speed, you can shoot up it and get some air. All of the spots that look a little beaten down have been run by many folks. I've actually gone up that, no, I've gone up that one, down most of these. It's all just ways to play. So if you start out in the parking lot, it's a good way to warm up and do what you got to do. So let's continue on. Oh wait, I almost forgot to run my Strava so that I could do my map overlay. Strava, there we go. Strava, record. I'm putting it down as an e-bike because what I am on is classified as an e-bike. Say single motor e-bike if you check it out down there. I guess I could also be running my race box, but I'm not racing, just running. So coming through over here, you've got a choice. That's the single track, that's the easy line. Looks like I'm taking the easy line, but no, I'm jumping down here to the single track, which is not very singly. It's pretty wide, but let's see here. I guess I should maybe get my telemetry on because I'm trying to keep speeds up so that I could make this video less boring. Although this device that I'm on, I don't think I'm going to be able to outclass it on this off-road, but we are running a couple sections of street, so maybe I will on the next, well, see, the boring part, that's where I go super fast, so I'll find a spot. Anyway, so there are little tiny offshoots, things here and there that I mean, like here you can run up the side. When you're a beginner, coming down here can be daunting, but after a while it's not so much. You also have all these little berm practice spots on the side where you can you know, snake around like that and get your lean angle going. There we go. I've got my telemetry set up. So one spot people get lost here, people go straight. You actually want to come down here. Coming before the tree gets you on a steeper portion, and if you want to try going back up that, that's fun also. Coming through here, there are little things that you can jump and go around, but this is mostly just going to be a nice straight little spot. So whenever you see stuff beaten into the side of the trail, you know it's going to be a little bit more fun than just going straight, but still we're not hitting anything too interesting here. And this place has been a nice beaten down trail for a long time, and it's been challenging in a lot of spots, but every once in a while they will come through and do this. That was actually kind of an interesting obstacle before, and it is much less now, but we still have stuff like, oh, the stumps. You can jumpa the stumpas. And I don't know, a lot of people will go past those a million times and never even think to try it. So what you really want to be doing when you're at a place like this, or I don't know, any trail that is frequented by lots of people, look for the spots that are kind of beaten down in front of it. So if you see a stump and it's not just, you know, surrounded by grass, but it's kind of dead grass in the front, there's a good chance that other people have been hitting that, and if they can do it, why can't you? So like here, there's a little offshooty thing, and I did not take that well at all. But anyway, you can usually jump and get some air on that berm. Everybody wants to take this berm super high. I take it in the middle because I like carrying speed, and taking it super wide kills some speed. Taking it super tight, you might slip out. Ooh, that was a nice little takeoff and landing, but when I say little, it's because it was little. So single track on that side, or not single track, it's like a fire road on that side. So you get in here with tons of speed on an e-bike or an EUC, you might have trouble making that turn just right. And here is another spot. So that one's easy, still kind of easy, but at least you could take it fast. All right, and keep in mind, I'm doing all of this on a street tire, so I might have a little less traction than some other folks would have. But so far, not an issue. I'm running a Michelin Pilot Street 2 scooter tire, for anyone interested. I'm connected to my device. All right, well, maybe I did not end up connecting to telemetry after all. Let's re-telemetry it. Oh yeah, and this is always a fun thing to jump off of. Whee! Okay. Now we got telemetry. There we are. So what I look for in telemetry is the duty cycle of my electric speed control that's built into this thing. Because if I get too close to 100% and then I lean forward a little bit, I end up falling over forward. Nobody wants to fall over forward. Don't know what's going on here, but it looks like a lot of fun. So this is the standard route. This jump has been manipulated, and last time it screwed me up because they made it very launchy, and I hit it with a lot of speed, and I did end up having some testicular trauma. And I think one other rider on that ride ended up crashing just because we're so used to things out here, and then they'll get changed. So keep your eyes open, especially after it rains. There can be new little little gullies and things that'll suck your tires up and cause you to, I don't know if that's called train tracking. I don't think it is, but it'll redirect you, and if you're unlucky, it'll redirect you to the ground. So here is an area that you can usually carry a lot of speed. I'm kind of going chill because I'm trying to narrate-ish a bit. This area used to be very washboardy and kind of fun to just take so fast that you would sort of drift over it, but they cleaned it up. Whoa. I make noises sometimes because it makes the video more interesting, or because I screwed up riding that little board around the berm. One of those reasons. All right, now this next spot is a dog park, an off-leash dog park, so you got to be careful when you're going through. This is one of those spots where you let the people have right of way. If you see a dog ahead, you got to look ahead, and the dog is going a little nuts, give him a little bit of space, because I don't know, hitting a disobedient kid, well, that's fine, but hitting a dog, it's not the dog's fault. There's also tons of rabbits out here and things. You'll see them darting everywhere. I guess there's not as many in the morning because I haven't seen a one yet. And let's see, this next bit of advice will be directed only at the electric unicycle crowd, like my brethren. But when you get to the end of this little spot, there are things here that can suck up your tire and have you go down, and a lot of people have crashed going down that curb. And I'm not just talking about new riders, I mean like decent riders that maybe just weren't paying attention to that spot. I'm going a little soft on these things because I put a bunch of air pressure in my tire to keep it safe for doing upstairs, which makes it way harder to go upstairs, but I care more about protecting my rim than making things easy. This is an interesting spot. There used to be a really good downhill section that way that was really short, that would end up in a street gap. The center way is what most folks will do if they're kind of I don't know, novice-y. And then this direction was a little messed up last time, and I actually hit my head on a branch. So I'm going to take it a little easier, because I don't remember where I hit my head. But this is the single track. This is where you're supposed to go. And I'll also point out the spots that usually get people. Like this spot right here will usually pedal clip people on unicycles. You notice I keep mentioning unicycles because I'm on a unicycle. And there's a couple ways down here. So one of the ways is down and to the right after this little bend, which is pretty good. It ends up in a sandy spot. Or you can take this all the way out to here, and then it'll sort of direct you into a straight line for the next section. So you got to find the biggest drop off of that, which ain't that big. I am sliding everywhere because the street tire. Let's see, here is something that I used to think was serious when I was mountain biking. I don't know if it got smaller or what, but now you got to take it over here to get any kind of drop off of it. But I swear it used to be bigger. That jump is meant to be taken the other direction. There are all these little offshoots. You just see them beaten down from tires on the side. Look out for sprinkler heads here. And you can take the sidewalk, take the dirt, whatever you choose. But there are certain spots where you definitely want to be taking the dirt because there's fun things on the side. Like there's Not at this intersection, but the next intersection, there's a decent sized drop. So we will see when we get there what it's like, because last time I hit it, I took it kind of slow because there's a big old ditch of sand in it, and I don't want to crash right next to a road with all those people looking. So embarrassing. And here's a weird feature that came to be from nature saying it should be so. That tree turned that sidewalk into a double. Kind of funny. And when you pass that sidewalk double, that's when you want to make sure you're in the dirt over here, because the drop comes after that. I am taking the drop a bit slow. You could either try to clear that sand ditch or not. I'm choosing not to, mostly because that car is there and I don't want to lose my wheel into a car. That would be financially traumatic. I like to jump that ditch also, but I had a bad run at it. So anyway, we will continue on through all of this deep, fun sand. Now, never avoid sand. You see sand, you aim for the sand, get used to the sand. You want to know what that squishy, swervy feeling is like. You want it to feel like second nature. And that'll save you in the future for when you end up hitting sand unexpectedly. So hitting it expectedly will prep you for unexpectedly. There's some features over here, some things you can mess with. I personally am going left over here for another section of Singletrack, although instead of going that way, I've been doing this one lately. Those two pipes mess up pretty much every unicycle rider short of the off-road racers. Okay, now here's another spot with a choice coming up. Going to the right is a little bit easier here, but going to the left, not super interesting because they smoothed it out also, but there it is. Jeez, this wheel felt so smooth and soft before, but with all this air pressure, I think I put it at 38. Yeah, it feels way different. Okay, now, you saw there was a way to go to the right there. Here is one of these spots where something might actually be categorized as a black diamond. So, well, it's at the end of this little run. So you take this little run, doo-doo-doo. So I've actually only gone down this way twice, I believe. Last time with Aaron, and he filmed me going down it. So this will take you back down to that trail. But if you come here on the left side, that's some decent sized drops. Probably doesn't look it on the video, but pretty sure that would get categorized as a single black diamond. Although maybe on the the light side of a single black diamond. And we're heading up to go back down, something that's a little washboardy. If you are riding an electric unicycle, keep your knees bent because the terrain is a little bit wonky. And also look for people walking the opposite direction or the same direction. Excuse me. So that area where I took the sidewalk and took the turn and all, if you don't take that last turn by the firehouse, there is actually a lot of extra trails that you can find if you go straight there and then turn right up a horse trail about a quarter or half mile later. So I believe that is in one of my other videos as an extended route, but that would be like a video from a year ago as part of the 2023 tour. Don't know if I'm gonna have that as part of the 2024 tour, because we're actually adding like 20 something miles on as part of Turnbull for this route. So there's definitely a decent amount of street connecting the two, but it gives you a good understanding of both routes. And this used to be challenging, and I don't know, where did they get all this dirt from? Must have been on sale. Put dirt everywhere. All right, so this is the area that the bikers will call the rock roll, and the EUC people will call the Leahy drop, because back in the day he was the first person to go down it on an electric unicycle. So you come up here and there are so many different ways down, actually. So you just look down and you can see where spots are fairly well beaten in, and yeah, that seems to be a popular one. There's one. I've gone down most all of these. I went down that one last time on the video. This is the, I don't know, the biggest actual drop part. But yeah, it's something. If you haven't done it before, it'll make you a little nervous when you look at it. I actually go up it. Yes, I'm serious. You can see the washboardy nature of this trail, and I can feel my tire wanting to go wherever it wants to go. You know, I'm one of those you know, non-helicopter tire parents. My tire goes where it wants to go. I'm not going to limit it. Very bumpy with high tire pressure. So this is the section of street that'll take you to either Lake Laguna or Laguna Lake. Well, kind of. It takes you to the path that takes you there. So we're getting very close. Wish I had that guy in frame, because he looked like he was very intrigued by what just rolled by him. Wait, I aired up my tire because I was just doing those Electrify Expo races in San Francisco, and on day one it was raining, so I went down to like 20 psi to try to get some extra traction. Day two, tons of traction, but I was also going crazy fast and didn't have quite enough traction anyway. I did end up sliding out. So this is another area you can park to do the loop. This is at the either start or end of Lake Laguna. So one thing about the Fullerton Loop, it is, oh my god, that is mud, super mud, and I ended up very sideways. Hang on while my heart crawls back where it belongs. Woo! Anyway, I think I'm going to take a break here and put a new battery in my GoPro, so I don't need to worry about that. I'll do it as quickly as I can so that I can sync up my
okay, that's not bad.
My Strava. Gonna go slow and quiet here. And now I get away. Okay, so I was going to change my battery, but I don't want to have to pass the horse twice. So let me get some distance from the horse. And I don't need to stop at all to change my battery now that I think about it. I'm a professional. Thank you, Melody, for the GoPro battery case. Oh, I was supposed to go up that, down that. Usually you hit that top route and sort of jump across down, but yeah, let me change the battery after I get out of Lake Laguna, which is a really nice, oh, and I'm supposed to go up that too, and then I'm all distracted. There we go. Okay, one battery ready to go. And there we go, back in business. Thank you for waiting. So this is where I just came out of on video, and now I am over here, and the normal route for those looking to have some fun is up here. You can actually come up here, up there, whichever, and then you can see how the hill has been eroded away by us folk doing that and this. And I'm going to take the next section at speed to show you kind of the fun line, which is down here. And then you can use that as a bit of a berm. Use this berm to go up here and get some air. Jump off that. And then another section of Singletrack, which used to have a lot of trees and stuff around it, so you kind of had to dodge things. Much more spacious now. Oh my god, I can see everything. It used to feel like a tunnel before. Anyway, let's just go. So there are a couple of little like water etched ditches in the ground, and there's one area where the sprinkler is always flowing, so it's always wet there. Somebody said that the homeowner does it on purpose because they wanted the people to stop showing up, but I think we might have passed that spot already. Unless it's having to do with all that water. And that's one of those holes that felt a little gushy. Get a little speed coming out of here, and you can get some air over there. That was a good one. All right, so you want to keep it short, you go straight, and that can take you back to the courthouse parking lot, or you turn left here and you come down to these railroad tracks, and there's a coyote. Hello, coyote. That explains why there's no rabbits. Homeboy was hungry. But yeah, they are super used to people, and they hardly ever eat anyone anymore. So I don't remember ever hearing of a coyote attacking anybody older than like 3 or 4 years old. So now we are going to be taking a sharp right, another spot that's easy to miss right here. And that'll take you over to this road. You can go down a number of ways. If you want some practice doing weird downhills, you can go down that rock thing, which I think I've done in the last couple of videos I did. Little bermy jumps. Can go that way, but I don't know. I kind of like hitting. Oh wait, I already missed the one that I enjoy hitting, but this is a good jump also. Ugh, that's the one that almost killed my friend Aaron. So another one of those unexplainable things where a good rider gets taken out by a mystery of the universe. His wheel just shot off to the left for no good reason at all. It was pretty interesting. Okay, more mud. Avoiding it, because yeah, I'm just now recovering from that last bit. So we are approaching a couple of jumps. This one used to be a jump, but they've kind of leveled it. The other one is still a jump, and the further to the right you hit it, the more severe and extreme it is. Yeah, I believe I took that one quite nicely and landed right on the landing. So that is a biker going the opposite direction, which is not illegal. You're allowed to do it. It's just you've got to be careful when you're doing it. You're kind of responsible for looking up ahead and making sure you're not going to collide with anybody. All right, so here I will show you the thing we call the jungle cruise, but it will not be the double jungle cruise. It'll just be the single jungle cruise. That way I can show you the other single track that takes you up to the descent, which is the descent that I like to go up and down. So this nice little tunnel smells so good in here. And then, let's see, you're out here, and then just a couple feet later, you take this left turn, and let's see if this got fixed up at all. Because the last time I actually decided not to do it because it was so nasty. It is so nasty, but it won't always be so nasty, so I'm gonna do it for the camera. Against my better judgment, doing a sweep for ticks, so whoever comes here after me won't have to worry about them, because they'll all be sucking my leg. Oh god. One thing with an electric unicycle is when you got a whole bunch of branches brushing up one foot but not the other, it twists you, it turns you. So you gotta kind of be ready for it. Okay, so here is a a descent. So it goes like so, and I don't know what I almost just hit, but this is a jump that's not too tough to get. Yeah, you just hit it with a decent amount of speed. You got to jump, and you're landing sort of flat. Not in the mood to do it right now, but I will show you going up the same thing. Very slippery. And just felt like showing off for the camera. You're welcome. Maybe, nah, I won't do it. I'll land in the middle. And if you take straight through where that jump goes, it will toss you down here. Jumping little gullies and sliding into turns. That's a good reason to have a knobby tire. After that little jump, you turn right here. Bird chase cam. I don't know how well that showed up in the camera, but that bird was right in front of my face for a while. This is the Skinny, not a very skinny, but skinny enough that I know many people who have fallen off of it. We're approaching another one of the playgrounds. So this is the dam. So there's actually the dam there, but over here you can explore the hills over here, and there's jumps and things. The little valley here, it's I don't know how steep it is. It's not crazy steep, but it's a good challenge if you want to try to get up it. And then the route for continuing my ride is up this way. You could also stay on the street and go down, and it'll meet up exactly where we're going right now. But yeah, this route could be a bit more entertaining. There's some jumps and things. I've heard that one's fun also, but I've never done it, and I don't want to do it the first time on the camera, get lost and look dumb. So I'll look dumb on my own like this. Looks like some work has been getting put in over here. Burmy. Why does that feel so much shorter than it used to feel? Okay, so there is the route to the left, which is I don't know, not fire road, but it's got some stuff to it. Or you can come over here to the right and see where it takes you. And there we go. So that's pretty much everything. I'll show you how we return to the cars, and then I'll also show you one other thing while I'm at it. Hillcrest Park, which is a cute little park with I don't know, a big fountain in it, and I don't know, it's a good spot. Man, today seems like it would have been a good day for me to do a speed run. When I say speed run, I don't mean this. So a speed run for me is starting at the start and doing the full loop, no stopping, less chit chat, and trying to get the best time I can get. So far I think that's around 26 minutes for the full loop. So that's fun. I guess I should go, I'm gonna go to the start so that I get my my full Fullerton Loop time completed, and then I'll show you Hillcrest Park. So this is the way back. It's too much wind. Why did it get so windy all of a sudden? Just kidding. Okay, so let's go up here, and then I'll do one little loop-de-loop-de. All right, so we're back where we started from. That's my car over there. That's the courthouse. And we are not far from the destination, which is, well, this new destination, a newly configured destination. So I'm going to show you the way that we would normally go there, although I never seem to take anybody there, which is kind of funny because it's a nice park. This is where you would go if you had to use the restroom. This is Ralph's. Whenever I go there and use the restroom, I'll always buy something. So whatever it may be, usually a sports drink or something to, I don't know, make the day go a little better. All right, so this is Hillcrest Park. They did a bit of construction. Looks like they installed some birds. It's a nice fountain. There's roads that go all the way up and get you good views of everything everywhere. Don't know if I'll be able to get up there without dismounting. Oh, my foot came off. What a loser. Looks like she's meditating. No wheelchair ramp. I feel discriminated against. Anyway, Hillcrest Park. Over there, tons of fun stuff to do up there. Well, I guess since I'm here, I should at least try to do this. I freaked out too much. I'm walking it. I'm hoofing it. Okay, so anybody wants a challenge, we go on that wall and ride around the whole fountain. I'm down to do it. Anyway, this has been a tour of the Fullerton Loop with bonus Hillcrest Park edition. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later.